What have we just witnessed? Have we just seen one of the greatest political upsets in the history of America and the world?
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time.
She gotta make sense to me. She ain't made no sense. She ain't made her policies foundation. She ain't made it strong enough, so I don't mess with it.
And one of the reasons we will win is because I do believe when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for.
I'm not anti-black, I'm not anti-women. I'm anti that black woman.
What have we just witnessed? Have we just seen one of the greatest political upsets in the history of America and the world?
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
Hello everyone. Thank you for watching Global Perspectives with me, Emmanuel Ereyi. Today I'm diving into one of the most discussed and frankly bewildering questions on the global stage. Why Trump? Why not Kamala? If you were to write the script of the US presidential election as a neutral, not as a Republican, not as a Democrat, just watching the two candidates come head to head in their debates, their messaging, their rallies, would you have predicted a Trump win? And a Trump win by that margin?
So Philadelphia, you ready to do this? Are we ready to vote? Are we ready to win?
I love the country. I love the country. We want to take it back. I could be right now on the most beautiful beach in the world. I could be at Turnberry in Scotland. I own it. I could be anywhere. I got that greatest. I don't have to be here, but I would much rather be at Madison Square Garden with you.
Against all odds and predictions, Trump has once again taken center stage in American politics, leaving many worldwide asking, how did this even happen? Before we take a closer look at what's behind this outcome and why Kamala Harris, who many believe had momentum on her side, didn't make it to the top, let me invite you to click the subscribe button. The support and your voice help to build the channel and keep you updated with our latest videos, interviews and analysis on global subjects that matter to you. Wherever you're watching this around the world, kindly like, share and subscribe if you're yet to do so. Thank you. Now let's get to it. I must say there seems to be a sense of trepidation, quite fair if you like, hovering around the globe in America to be precise, as to what Trump presidency would look like. We'll be keeping tabs and bringing that to you from time to time, so make sure you're subscribed. Some are perhaps even considering relocating out of the country.
I can't for the life of me figure out why his lies and deception still work on people. No, I think I want to go to Barcelona. I don't think I want to even stay here.
I don't know what they got to say about Trump, but I know what I got to say about him. I'll with him. Excuse my language.
I have a right to say, hey, I want to make America great again. I believe in brotherhood. I believe in sisterhood. I believe in spirituality. I believe all the good things that made this country great still exist.
Let's break down the numbers as seen in this report on how people voted. If you're still asking how it happened, then you may have missed my video on Stop Underestimating Trump's Chances of Winning the White House and why black men refuse to vote for Kamala Harris. These videos were done and published before the election in the US. Go check them out. I'll leave the links in the description below. Did I see this coming? I think when I read some of the comments on a couple of the videos and interacted with some Americans, I had a feeling that America was thinking in a certain direction. For example, see this comment, one of the many: I voted for Ereyi, I voted twice for Obama, never voting Democrat again. Another one said, I'm voting for Trump Monday, and this was early voting. So how did it happen? Let's dive in. Despite its controversies and polarizing views, Trump seems to resonate with a large swath of Americans. He represents for many a kind of no-nonsense leader who speaks bluntly to their concerns. His messaging around issues like economic nationalism, border security, and yes, his unapologetic tone makes him appear as a fighter in the eyes of his supporters.
Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age.
I mean, I saw Kamala Harris come in our town and like cause traffic jams every single week. Pittsburgh was like the main place. They were like 5 minutes from my house. And it's like, yeah, you got that area blue.
So if given the choice between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, who's going to lead the military in what could be World War III, I have to tip my hat to Donald Trump in that regard. The other one would be immigration. I'm married to an immigrant. We went through the legal process, cost us thousands of dollars, and took many years to do.
On the other side, we have Kamala Harris, whose candidacy brought hope to those seeking a more inclusive and progressive approach. Internationally, she was seen as a powerful figure who embodies diversity and progressive ideals that are widely celebrated. So why didn't she secure the top spot? Domestically, it's complicated.
Hey, I'm a Democrat, you know what I'm saying? I've been Democrat for years, but she ain't making sense to me, you know? She gotta make sense to me. She ain't made no sense. She ain't made her policies foundation. She ain't made it strong enough, so I don't mess with her.
I just don't want to see that woman in office at all. Not because she's a woman, just because of her track history.
While Kamala's appeal is strong, particularly among younger voters, a progressive stance seems to polarize Americans who feel that the traditional values are gradually slipping away. And to be honest, this did not resonate with many voters.
And one of the reasons we will win is because I do believe when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for.
If somebody wants to vote for her, but can rationally explain to me why, other than she's a female, she's black, or she's done a great job, or she's not Trump. Give me some accomplishment that she has made. I'm not anti-black, I'm not anti-women. I'm anti that black woman.
I'm afraid that so many people out there is going to vote for that other party because she's a female and she is black, or maybe not black some days. I'm really not sure. I guess it depends on where she's at and how she wakes up in the morning.
Kamala, with a measured and diplomatic approach, represents a shift toward inclusivity and progress. But for now, Trump's brand of politics has prevailed. And going by the wide margin of his win, that is what the majority of Americans want. So as surprising as it might seem, Trump's victory isn't just a rejection of Kamala Harris. It's a complex outcome that shows us what's truly resonating with most American voters today. And like we saw in the earlier video of President Trump, he has wasted no time in letting the world know some of his first priorities when he steps into the White House.
The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels. In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10. There's never been anything like it. They're major, major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation. When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS Caliphate.
That's it for today on Global Perspectives with Emmanuel Ereyi. Let's keep the conversation going and continue to explore these fascinating dynamics together. Remember, share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think a Trump presidency will mean for America and the world? Thank you for watching. See you next time.